Build savage muscle and the three secrets to becoming a jacked savage beast, alpha beast. All right, guys, stick with me to the end because that's where I'm going to be sharing the most valuable tip to help you build that muscle mass and strength. And listen to this at 1.5 or 2x speed to condense your learning to get the information, the wisdom faster so you can become that alpha jacked beast. So this is episode 13 of the Savage Podcast. You guys can check out more of the episodes down below where I show you high performers, growth-minded individuals, how to go from average, because average is the enemy, to savage is the new standard in every single area of life. We refuse to be fucking average because we're savage. And today we're dropping three powerful muscle building secrets to help you build as much muscle mass as possible that I've used to transform over 1,000 paying clients that I've worked with over the last 5 years of coaching. And I've been training over 12 years myself, 6 years professionally, and I've coached over 1,000 clients over the last 5 years. I'm going to be sharing the things that I teach them to build lean muscle mass, strength, and confidence and become a modern day savage warrior that you are meant to be. All right, guys. If you're stuck of being skinny fat, I'm just reading off my notes, guys. If you're stuck of being skinny fat, having those man boobs or love handles, we're gonna talk about shredding that, raising your metabolism, raising your strength, raising your libido, raising your testosterone. Right, we're gonna be covering that today. So three tips to then the last one again. Stick with me to the end is gonna be the real gem, a gem diamond, shine bright like a diamond right? Like Rihanna, it's going to be the gem towards the end. So don't overlook that. Most people overlook this shit. So stick with me to the end. It's a huge muscle building principle that I've learned over 6 years of coaching professionally and training over a decade, right? And transforming bodies. So this is what separates the average gym goer to the motherfucker that looks like this, that builds the real muscle mass, that, benches reps 2 plates on bench, no problem, and has plenty of muscle mass. So grab your pen, take notes, all right, and make sure the main takeaway that you guys get, you drop in the comments below because you're 28% more likely to remember shit, right? When you take notes, right? And you're more likely to follow through with shit, not only when you write it down, but when you make a public announcement. It's called a cognitive bias or a consistency bias. It's a psychological trigger to get you guys to follow through with shit. So make an announcement to your girlfriend, to your spouse, to your kids, to your mom, to your dad, to your friends, to the world. Drop in the comments below what you're going to do, what you're going to take action on that make you more likely to follow through with it. So number one, savage secret to help you build that muscle mass is eat like a savage, not like a civilian. Eat like a motherfucking savage and not like a civilian, all right? Most guys are training hard but eating like scared little boys. If you want to build muscle mass, homie, if you want to build muscle mass, you're gonna have to eat and fuel your muscles, all right? So the main thing is not processed foods, Taco Bell, McDonald's, white bread, bullshit at the grocery store. Eating whole foods, all right? Whole foods, which is going to be lean protein, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats. Lean proteins such as fish, tilapia, tuna, salmon, okay? Lean beef, 90, lean. You, 93% lean beef. Okay. Lean turkey, lean turkey chicken. All right. Stay away from the pork, the hot dogs, the pork. Yeah, all that bullshit. Okay. Complex carbohydrates. That's like whole, if you're going to do bread or pasta, whole wheat pasta, whole wheat bread. Right. That's going to be yams, red potatoes, yellow potatoes, white potatoes. Oh, excuse me. It's gonna, white rice is fine, but better's brown rice. All right. And healthy fats, avocados, nuts, cashews, olive oil, coconut oil, healthy fats, not saturated fat, not trans fat like in chips and with canola oil or corn oil. You want to stay away from that. Okay. I'm talking about 1 gram of protein per body pound. So if you're 150, that's 150 G's, right? If you're 200, that's 200 G's. If you're 250, that's 200 grams of protein, right? Track on my fitness pal. Do your carbs around your workouts. right? So have majority of your carbohydrates before your workout, and then maybe a little bit after to replenish the carbohydrates, the glucose, the sugar inside your muscles. But you want to feel those muscles before your workout. So you're gonna have most of those yams, red potatoes, white potatoes, yellow potatoes, jasmine rice, brown rice. You're gonna have most of those carbs about probably 60 minutes or so before your workout. All right. So look for the Savage Tribe. We don't mess around. All right, guys, you can click the link below if you want to learn about my Savage training or my Savage Tribe. That's where I give you custom macros, custom meal plans, custom grocery lists. I teach you, I educate you on nutrition, I hold you accountable, right? You're part of a community, a brotherhood, right? To help you with this, you guys can click the link below if you want to learn about that. But most people, most men are low testosterone, low energy, high self-doubt because they're eating like pagans. They're eating like little civilian bitches. All right. You want to be a lion? You want to be a lion? Then you got to eat like it. So that's complex carbohydrates, that's lean proteins, and that's healthy fats. All right. If you guys need help with that, again, click the link below or message me. But healthy proteins, lean proteins, complex carbs, healthy fats. All right. I also have the Savage Summer Blueprint below. It's a meal, it has a meal plan. Free, free, free. Check it out in the description. All right. Secret Savage number two to build that muscle mass. All right, is train like a strategist, not like a clown. Not like a clown with the nose and the cheeks. All right, you want to have a strategy. A lot of people switch their workouts too much, right? They're doing different workouts every day, every week, every month, right? With my clients in Savage Training, again, you guys can click the link below if you guys want to apply for that or schedule a call with me or message me on Devin Kripe on Facebook and Instagram to learn about it. But I schedule my workouts with my clients and with myself. You're sticking to one workout routine for 3 months minimum. That way you can focus on progressive overload, progressive overload, progressive overload, right? If you do too much muscle confusion, switching your workouts every day, every week, every month, right, you're never going to get good at it. You need to consistently do bench press or dumbbell bench press or incline dumbbell consistently week in, week out for 3 months minimum, focusing on getting stronger, either lifting more weight with the same amount of reps, let's say 3 sets of 10, lifting more weight every single week, or doing more weights. Maybe you're repping, let's say 60-pound dumbbells. Last week you did 3 sets of 10. This week you did 3 sets of 11, right? You need to get better. And the only way to get better is to be consistently doing the same thing, minimum 3 months. All right. And then maybe switch the workout routine every 3 months. That's why I do myself, and that's why I do with my clients. If you're switching it up more than that, you're not going to actually get better at anything. You're not going to get that progressive overload. You're not going to get stronger at the bench, squat, deadlift, dumbbell row, barbell row, pull-ups, dips, burpees, push-ups, weighted pull-ups, pull-downs, curls, right? You need to consistently be doing those movements for 3 months, focusing on doing more reps, lifting more weight, or maybe just better form, slower tempo, right? You see these guys in the gym doing different TikTok and Instagram workouts, and they ain't getting results because they're doing different shit every single week, month. That's a mistake. All right. So if you want to build real muscle mass, that savage muscle mass, you need to focus on progressive overload. That means, again, lifting more weight or doing more reps at the same amount of weight or slower tempo or better form. There's many ways you can focus on progressive overload, but that's the main thing that's going to help you build muscle mass. Also, mind muscle connection. If you're getting good at doing the same movements week in, week out over the course of at least 3 months before you plateau, you're going to get better at building mind muscle connection with those muscles, with those movements, with the pull-ups, with the chin-ups, with the dips, with the incline dumbbell, with the rows, right? You're gonna get better at the movements. But if you're switching and doing different TikTok and Instagram workouts, you're doing different stuff, you're seeing different people do in the gym, you're never gonna get progressive overload, you're never gonna get that mind muscle connection, you're never gonna get better at the movement, and you're never gonna get the muscle mass. All right. So savages don't wing it. They have a fucking strategy. They have a plan, right? Without it just like it says in the good book in the Bible. Again, I've read hundreds of books, guys, hundreds and hundreds of books. All right. The Holy Bible. Without a vision, the people shall perish, right? Do you have a vision of what you want in your life, what you want in your physique, right? And you need a strategy, you need a plan to make it happen. That's why with my clients and my Savage training program, I give them a custom routine with videos on how to do every exercise inside my private training app with word description on how to do those movements. And we give you a plan, we give you a strategy, a workout program that you're going to execute for minimum 3 months, minimum 90 days to actually maximize your muscle mass. Again, if you want to learn about that, you can click the link below to schedule a call with me to apply for this program or message me at Devin Kripe on Facebook or Instagram to learn about that. So secret number three, guys, secret motherfucking three is savage secret number three is mastering your environment and your identity. All right. If you don't have the identity and the environment that's going to support you, this is the most valuable shit. You are like the five people you surround yourself with. That's a quote from Tony Robbins that he learned from Jim Rohn, the top people in personal development in the whole fucking world. I work with Tony Robbins. I'm mentored by Tony Robbins. I'm part of this $40,000 program with him where I go to his top events. I have a results coach and business coach with him. Guys, I invest in me. I invested over $100,000 in mentorship. I've worked with three different online fitness coaches myself, different mindset coaches, business coaches, you name it. I live what I preach. I hire mentors. I read hundreds of books. I spend thousands of dollars on my education so I can level up to help you guys, right? But the thing is you don't change your environment. If you don't actually go to the gym and work out with people and be part of a community, a brotherhood that's going to push you to level up, you're more likely going to fall victim to the friends that are smoking weed or smoking alcohol, smoking weed and drinking alcohol, or eating bullshit, just in and out McDonald's and Taco Bell all the time, or eating processed food, or drink, partying, or not working out, not eating healthy. You need to be around brotherhood, right? That's why I put together the Savage Tribe. Again, you guys can click the link to join that, but you're a part of brotherhood that's going to help you level up, right? That's going to help you push. You need to put part of an ecosystem and a brotherhood, an environment that's going to push you to grow, to level up, to track your macros, to eat the proper nutrition, to train properly, right? That brotherhood, that environment, your proximity is extremely valuable in leveling up in any area of life. Be around the people that are on the same journey and or ahead of you in that level. That's why you hire a coach. That's why you hire a mentor. That's why you work with me. That's why you join the Savage Tribe. That's why you join Savage Training, to be part of a brotherhood and tribe to push you. And then you need to change at the identity level. You can eat clean, you can lift heavy, but if you're surrounded with people with weak energy, lazy people, and low frequency habits, you're gonna self-sabotage. You might crush it. You might be able to use willpower for a few days, for a few weeks, but again, you're going to fall victim to your environment. If you're around people that are doing drugs or eating like shit, that have low energy, that are going to criticize you, you're not going to be able to thrive. That's why you join the Savage Tribe. You join a brotherhood that's going to encourage you to level up your mindset, your habits, your macros, your nutrition, your training. That's going to push you for self-development and becoming a savage, not average, right? Drinking alcohol, smoking weed, eating like bullshit, sleeping in, not being broke, being fat, all that average bullshit. That's the enemy, right? Being savage is the new fucking standard that you're going to hold yourself to, and surround yourself in an environment. Brotherhood is going to be really powerful for that. Your environment always wins. You are in your environment. That's what this book talks about, right? At the very end, you are who you are in the environment you're in. You're going to be a different person in a different environment. Okay. Every man has a thermostat, and most men are set on fucking average. It's time to raise your fucking standard. Tony Robbins taught me, right? You don't fall to your level of goals or visions. You fall to your standards. So you need to raise your standards when it comes to your training, your environment, your macros, your nutrition. Raise your standards to get different results. All right. To build real muscle, you need to rewire your identity. Because Tony Robbins' quote, human beings will do anything and everything to live in alignment with who they believe they are. Again, human beings will do anything and everything to live in alignment with who they are. So if you're a Christian, if you're a religious folk, you're going to do anything and everything to live in alignment with that belief. If you have that identity, the identity in Christ, right? For all my Christian homies, with the Bible, right? If you, like me, I'm an athlete. I've been an athlete. I started working out at 13 years old. I was bullied physically and verbally as a kid, kicked in the ground, thrown in the stomach, kicked in the stomach, right? Rejected by a woman, right? But ever since then, I started working out, doing hundreds of push-ups, running around the block, playing basketball 4 hours a day. Then I became the strongest person in my middle school, strongest person in my high school, basketball superstar, varsity, right? I became an athlete, my identity, who I believed I am, my self-image, who I believed I was, became an athlete, and I've never changed since then. I always view myself with it as an athlete. That's why it's always been easy for me to follow hitting the gym and eating healthy and training and playing basketball. I just got done with a workout. I trained full upper body, played 15 minutes of basketball, did some sprints. Sprints are great for your testosterone, by the way. Sprints are great for your testosterone, right? So, guys, you need to do that. All right. Change your identity, change your self-image to be somebody who's not trying but training. Not trying but training. I'm training to be this person. Not trying to be this person. I'm training to be this person, because every action you take is a vote towards the man that you're becoming. All right. So make sure that you're changing at the self-image, the identity level, how you view yourself. to be in alignment. You are that sexy motherfucker. You are that savage motherfucker. You are that beast. You are that savage. You are that confident motherfucker. You are that athlete. You are lean. You do have that six pack, right? You're no longer all the self-limiting beliefs, self-limited identity that you've told yourself over the past. So again, guys, this starts with proximity, being around people who are going to push you, hanging around these people, right? It's important on the people you listen to, what you tell yourself, and that's why joining the Savage Tribe and joining Savage Training is so powerful because once you get around savage motherfuckers, killers that are leveling up their mindset, their personal development, their nutrition, their macros, their training, right? Leveling up, you're not going to get left behind, right? Join the Savage Tribe. Click the link below or schedule a call with me or message me at Devin Craig, Facebook or Instagram to learn about Savage Training. That's where you work with me one-on-one and you're part of the Savage Tribe. Custom macros, custom training, custom nutrition, right? You work with me one-on-one, one-on-one mentorship, one-on-one coaching, and you get to be a part of the Savage Tribe. Or if that's not necessarily the best option for you financially or whatever reason, you can just join the Savage Tribe. We do 2 weekly group calls where you're around other brothers killing it, no longer being average in money, average in women, average in fitness and health, average in nutrition, but savage in every area, leveling up their mindset, their personal development, their macros, their nutrition, their training, right? If you're ready to stop being the lone wolf, trying to do this all on your own, and you're ready to be part of a community, a brotherhood, a tribe of high performers, growth minded individuals pushing each other, men pushing each other to level up in mindset, their habits, their nutrition, their macros, their training, life, their finances, women, every single thing. Join the Savage Tribe. Click the link below or message me or apply for the program or schedule a call with me or message me at Devin Krepp on Facebook and Instagram. You can message me Savage. All right. Guys, you can DM me Savage on Instagram, Savage on Facebook, right? You can apply for the Savage mentorship or the Savage training with the link below, right? You can schedule a call with me if you just want to learn more about it. All right. If you're serious, I don't do it if you're not serious. I'll cancel the call if you're not serious. You have to fill out an application to schedule a call, but you can click those links below. All right. All right, guys. Other than that, if you got value from this, please share this with your family and friends. Share, 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 share. Don't be selfish or narcissistic and keep this to yourself. Share this with as many people to help them get savage, to help them build muscle, right? Like the algorithms based off engaging. So if you got value, please like so more people can see this. All right. And then, guys, all right, comment below. Remember, you're 28% more likely to remember if you uh, write it down, and you're more likely to follow if you make a public announcement. So write down what you're going to take action on. Drop in the comments below. All right, guys. Savage is the enemy, and standard's the new standard. All right, average is the enemy, savage is the new standard. This is your boy Devin Kripe, Coach of DC, the greatest coach in the world. I'll see you guys next time. God bless you. Much love. Peace out.